Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Mental Health Awakening. And today, me and Angela are joined with John, who is going to be a really exciting episode today because John's a mental health advocate and he does a lot of dancing. Shall we say that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, Angela, if you could do your introduction, please.
All right. I'm Angela Jackson, licensed professional counselor, national certification in the USA, connection with the UK. I'm excited to be here with my friend, the dancing trucker.
Yeah. How you doing, Miss Jackson? I call you Miss Jackson. You don't mind it.
That's all right.
I'm Big John, the dancing trucker, of course, from the USA, Cincinnati, Ohio, to be specific. And she's not lying. I love to dance. I just dancing is who I am. You know, I've been doing it for decades now, and I'm a little bit different than your average person because I'm not afraid to dance in front of other people. So I prefer it that way. For some reason, my dancing brings smiles to faces. So I realized that at the beginning, and that's what I promote. I wear T-shirts that say "Dancing for Smiles." You know, I'm like, hey, where's your smile at? You know, no matter what kind of day you may be having, seeing me out dancing in public does something for people, and I just want to, I want to take advantage of that and just keep dancing as much as I can. And like you mentioned, I look at myself as a mental health advocate because I can relate with anxiety and depression and some of the mental health issues people deal with out there. And we can I think we can overcome depression to some extent, you know what I mean, by being out there, being exercise. Basically, it doesn't have to be dancing, but getting out there, moving, getting those endorphins going, get your blood pumping. And some mental health, obviously, you guys know, is something we need to focus on day in and day out. It's very, very important.
Yeah. So, and definitely normalizing those conversations, not just for Mental Health Awareness Month, but daily. John, tell us about some of the feedback that you've gotten from some of your followers with regard to mental health or improvements or how you make them feel.
Yeah, just, I've been dancing for Smiles since 2017. So we're going on 5 years of me being out in the public eye, doing what I do on street corners. And the feedback has been amazing. You know, if you look at my Instagram page, if you follow me at all, you know it's not about me. It is not. It's about the people. It's about the people out there who need to be picked up, who need to be encouraged, who need to be inspired. I believe the word inspiration is underrated, man. Think about how important it is to be inspired. What does it do to you guys when you're inspired? You think you can do more than what you're capable of doing. And
absolutely.
The feedback has been so amazing. People have literally told me I was going to end my life today until I ran across your video. I was sitting at the red light and I told myself I wanted to end my life. I seen you dancing. I said, there's no way I could do that. That's what they told me. You know, I'm not a miracle worker. I'm not God. I'm not no one that special. I'm just a man being who I am. That's who I am. Dancing is who I am. I'm just being myself. And people say that smile that you put on my face today made my whole day change. It changed my day around, you know. I am dealing with depression. I'm in a wheelchair. I can't move. I'll never walk again. But you're making me want to dance in my wheelchair.
Yeah.
Whatever the case is, it's just, that's what it's about to me. That's everything to me. That's everything to me, to be empowered by what I'm, it's a service, basically. It's a service to the people.
Yeah, John, I think it's really good. Like you just doing like what you're doing, like just dancing. Like if it's on the street, like because you're a truck driver, John. Do you is it just randomly you'll stop and you'll just find somewhere to dance? Is that how it goes?
I'm not over the road. I mean, I wish I could say I was over the road truck driver and, you know, I travel around the country and I dance everywhere. I mean, that sounds good, but that's not the truth. It's not reality. The reality of it is I've been driving a truck for 19 years, never have been over the road, never have been away from my family. So I guess it's a good thing that I'm able to drive a truck and be home every night. Just let me say, that enables me to get out and dance every day. I mean, I can dance anywhere. You guys seen the videos in grocery stores. It doesn't matter. I'm going to dance. But yeah, I'm able to drive a truck. I'm able to sleep in my own bed, spend time with my family, and get out there and exercise and dance. I dance wherever I want to dance. It's kind of thank God, for freedom. That that's all I got to say, man. Just getting out there and being free.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So we have looked at your page. We've looked at your Instagram. I know there's the TikTok, there's the Twitter, there's the Facebook. You got your website going on. So yeah. What is it that, I mean, outside of what you're doing, everything that you're doing as far as advocacy, lifting up hearts, lifting up spirits, all of that is fulfilling. But do you have a moment that has been the most fulfilling to you?
Oh, man. Yeah, we've been doing this since September of 2017, guys. I'm so committed to making a difference in people's lives. It's everything. I sleep, I eat, I breathe this. I guess what I would have to say is before my mother was tragically killed by a drunk driver in 2015, we're coming up on 6 years, April the 26th. Before that, I'll be honest with you, I was a struggling Zumba instructor. And I accomplished a lot. I was happy about losing 100 pounds through dance. I was happy about being certified as a dance fitness instructor the way I am, a big whatever, right? Tattoos, 6'7", 330 pounds, like whatever label, you know what I mean? But the bottom line is I was struggling. I was rejected after audition after audition. America's Got Talent rejected me 8 times. Okay, so there's failure, there's rejection, there's no one showing up to my classes. Like what do I do? What do I turn? And after my mother was so tragically killed by a drunk driver, I know how brittle, man, life is so short. Life is so short. In a second, we could be gone in a second. And something spoke to me, and listen to me. God spoke to me, right? Like I know who it was. He said, go to the streets. You don't have to be rejected, young man. You don't have to rely on people to show up to your Zumba class. You don't have to rely on nobody. You take yourself to the streets. You get your headset, some headphones, and you go out there and dance, and just dance like you're all by yourself, like you're the only one out there. And you just let loose and let the people see you, feel the energy. Whatever I bring when I dance, I don't know, I'm not a professional dancer, right? So it's just movement. And that had to be the biggest moment in my life. Everybody thought I was crazy. My wife thought I was crazy. I told her what I was going on. You are? Okay. I got to worry about the police, and you got to think about what people are thinking somewhat, right? Like I had to call the police department and say, hey, I'm going to be out here dancing. I'm not on drugs. I'm going to have a t-shirt on that says who I am. This is just what I have to do. I have to be seen out here on the streets when I dance. So her passing and my willingness to listen to what God was telling me, even though that sounds crazy. I'll tell you how crazy it is.
That's all right.
You don't see it. It's not out there. There's no one out there dancing on the streets, so it's really unique what I do, but it's making a difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Because you're right, John. You're the only person I know who's dancing on the street.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes the crazy ones to change the world. I think Steve Jobs said that, something like that. So
yeah. I think it's great because you don't, over in the UK, you don't really see many people dancing in the street unless you're in a band or right. or something. But I like just saying the things you do. Like, I think it's great. Like, I suppose at first it might have been out your comfort zone, maybe in 2017 when you first started it, like being new. But now you're used to it. I suppose you do it all the time, like when you can.
Yeah, I do it at least once a week, sometimes twice a week. So I was out there today doing my thing. So
Awesome. So I've been on some of your lives and I see people not just from the US, but from all over the world watching your lives. And I can't even begin to name all of them, but I'm sure you can. Tell us where your followers are. Just name some places.
I mean, Canada, of course, but Australia is a big one. Brazil, Africa, South Africa. There's different countries in Africa that I can't think of offhand. New Zealand.
Yeah.
Ireland. There's there's
all over the world.
Basically all over just all over the world. And I have to tell you a story real quick that just came to mind. A gentleman from the Bronx, New York, or Queens, just called me yesterday morning, and he's a DJ, and he just told me a quick story about how he has a friend from Ukraine who has family in Ukraine, and he said that this gentleman, he showed this gentleman my dancing videos, and he loved it. He started smiling right away, and apparently he shared it with his family back in Ukraine, and they really liked it. And he really thanked me for bringing some positivity and bringing some smiles to their faces. Again, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, hey, I'm going to, I'm not. I have to relate these messages and relate these testimonies because it's not me. It's not me. It's it's the people. I get emotional even, talking about this stuff. But it's just why did God make me that way, Miss Jackson? Why did He make me so empathetic, so compassionate?
Yes.
So caring, and it's real. It's real. You know what I'm saying? This.
Yeah.
Is who I am, whether if you run into people like me or not, it doesn't matter. This is who I am. And a life means more to me than anything. Any material, yeah. A life means more to me than any, maybe it's my age, I don't know, but any material thing, any amount of money, changing someone's life and knowing you changed someone's life and hearing the feedback from the people, it's like hitting the lottery for me every time. Yeah. You do get fulfilled inside. You do feel good. You do feel like, people say this, and it's a catch-22. If you change one person's life, you know what I mean? That thing, that's not in me. That's not part of my story. If you save one person's life, no. I understand that. I'm here to change millions of people's lives and save hundreds. You know what I'm saying? It's there. one person ain't enough for me. I have to keep doing this. We got to keep doing this. We have to keep being exposed. I have to keep taking I told my wife yesterday, we sit down, we drink a cup of coffee every Saturday morning together. I said, everything I do is an opportunity. Like, that's the biggest word that sticks out to me out of all the words in the dictionary with what I do, with my mission. Opportunity. Everything is, I don't care what it is, where I dance, where I go, what podcasts I do, what interview, every single thing is an opportunity for something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I look at everything. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's great. I understand why you get emotional, because like videos like which are landing on in New York, going into them sharing with their families in Ukraine. I think it's very good. Like, it's very good because they need laughter at the moment over there. So I'm glad that for everyone that a video of yours, which can make so many people laugh, John, that it can reach all the way over there in Ukraine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank
That's
God.
awesome.
You know, God is good, guys.
Yes, he is. Yeah. You know, just there's so much to a smile. And I've heard you say that so many times. I love the different themes on your t-shirts, and just thinking about the things that are going on in our world, whether it be the pandemic, whether it be injustices, whether it be heartache, and, you know, things, thoughts, feelings, behaviors, they have been on the rise as it relates to mental health. So someone who is showing up, who is putting himself out there to the world and being genuine. You know, there are times where people feel like they have to hide who they are. They're so inhibited. There are things they want to do, but there's that hurt, there's guilt, there's shame, there's, you know, that reservation. But you come out, you know, uninhibited. You come out and you're just free. You're having a good time. And for many of us, you take us back to a time frame when it was joy. It was just that jolly time. It was our childhood, you know, the 80s, the 90s. And so those smiles make so much of an impact. It means so much because there's that depression, there's that sickness, there's that loss, you know, there's, you know, all of these things that weigh in on our emotions, and you are out there lifting it with a dance. So that's awesome. That's definitely awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. Just thank you for connecting with me through. I know you helped me out with my social media, and you know more than I do that there's haters. There's the hater conversation, right? But we just keep pushing forward. No matter, this is the thing, you know. If the haters only knew, like I tell my wife all the time, the worst thing that could ever happen to me already happened. You took my mother away at 67, so lively, so much life, exercising and losing weight herself at the time of her death. A beautiful Christian woman. You took her away over a selfish act of drunk driving. Haters, I promise you, there's nothing that you could ever say or do to me to hurt me more than that pain. I'm good, haters. You're never going to affect me. I've already experienced the worst thing that could ever happen in my life. It's already happened. We're good now.
You know, I heard you tell your testimony and talk about your mom in your interview with Steve Harvey. And just watching it, it was so impactful because you had a story that Steve was able to relate to as far as the loss of his mom. And then you had Chubb Rock come out and he was able to relate because of the loss of his mom. So there was that connection. And I think also as it relates to dance and music, it brings people together. There's that commonality that tears down those barriers and other types of stigmas that usually separate us as people. And, you know, as it relates to loss specifically, we all hurt. You know, it might be different situations, but that's just something that you're never prepared for, that type of a pain. So I appreciate you sharing that, because that's also helping and healing someone who's struggling with grief, who's struggling with loss, and for those of us who have seen so much loss through the pandemic, you know, it's been more than ever. Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, we don't, let me see, well, how can I say this? Do we know what's going to happen tomorrow? No.
Don't know.
In the next hour, do we know? Like, we don't have this is what helps me. I don't want to get too crazy with religion and God, but you're with me on this God thing, right, Miss Jackson?
I'm with you.
Yeah. So I was singing a song today, you know, a particular company gave me a boombox in the last week, and they gave me a microphone. I told everybody out there in public today on the street corner, you guys are in trouble now because the dancing trucker has a microphone. But the world is in God's hands. Like, my life is in God's hands, you know, and if I didn't really believe that with 100% of my being, I don't know where I would be today. You know, I fully trust God, and he directs my steps. Anything that happens in my life, I don't have to be bitter. I don't have to be regretful. I don't have to be angry. I have to say, that was meant to happen. I trust you. I trust you. Yeah. So it's all good in the hood, as they say.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think it's really good that you, with your dancing, John, you help so many people like with mental health as well. Like, you're an advocate for mental health. Like, on your pages, that you spread joy and happiness, that people like can like watch one of your videos and it changes their day. Like you said, like people were gonna commit suicide, and they watch your video and it stops them, which I think is great. Like, you're not only changing lives, you're saving them as well, which I think is very important. Because mental health I suppose it does need to be talked about more, but more now than ever, really, because I feel the past couple of years it needs to be talked about with events which has happened in the world.
Yes,
Absolutely.
definitely. Yeah, mental health is scary, guys. You know, I look at the young lady, and I apologize for not remembering her name. I'm terrible with names. Miss USA of 2019, beautiful woman. You know, it affected me so much, and every suicide I hear affects me. I really, it does affect me. I hate to hear when people give up on life. 2019 Miss USA has everything going. That's the scary thing. It's the tricky thing. Mental health is serious. You know, supposedly you have everything going for you. You're gorgeous. You're pretty. You're attractive. You work for whatever TV station that, you know, you're beautiful. Miss USA title, you know, you have that for the rest of your life. You know, God rest her soul. But she chose to jump off a 10-story building in her life. 29 years old. And what I want to say, I'm not going to pass judgment on anybody right now, but what I want to say is, if you're dealing with depression, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to think about someone else besides yourself. Please. You know, I worry and I'm concerned about people on social media who take selfie after selfie after selfie after selfie. Such a simple act, but I worry about those people. What are you looking for that you have to take a picture of yourself over and over and over? Are you looking for validation? Are you looking for people to say so? You know what I mean? Like, we have to think about others. You have to reach out to other people. Get out of yourself. Do whatever it takes to get out of yourself. Where would I be if I was torn up and hateful and bitter and angry about someone taking my mother from me? You know what I mean? I want to reach out to other people. Get out of yourself if you're dealing with depression. Don't be so wrapped up into you. Whatever it is, volunteering, going out picking garbage off the ground, helping in a soup kitchen, somehow, some way, be a person of service. Your depression will get better, I promise you.
Yeah, it can be so rough out there. Definitely. It's with social media, when you start looking at other people's profiles, other people's pictures, self-doubt starts to set in. You know, you begin to question yourself, question your appearance, and you allow people, you know, I'll say out in social media land, who have struggles just like you do, who have problems just like you do. You're gauging your self-acceptance based off of someone who has some of the, you know, same struggles potentially. So, and that's hard. I think, like you said, getting out, being active, figuring out what interests you. I like to pull from people's hobbies and talents and things that they are interested in. They're, you know, things that make them who they are, to help motivate them, to help them cope. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so thankful, Miss Jackson and the young man there in United. I'm terrible with names. It's so embarrassing.
Mason.
Mason and Action Jackson, Miss Jackson.
I like that.
I just want to say kudos to you guys. Seriously, I mean, people, we need more Masons. We need more Action Jackson, Miss Jackson. We need more dancing truckers. We need more of us to continue this conversation, to have podcasts, to get it out there, man. It's very, very important. People do feel alone. People do feel like no one understands. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out. Of course, we have medication. We have different degrees of mental illness, right? Like, there's just not one. Yeah. There's no, you know, we have chronic situations, but I've always been the type. I mean, my uncle had paranoid schizophrenia. He tried to commit suicide. My uncle, my closest family deals with depression. I've dealt with depression, anxiety, in the past. But I'm just, what I've done in the past is read self-help books. I've always been a little afraid of medications for some reason. I don't know. But I always feel like there is an alternative to medication. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I agree, John, because part of like me and Angela both having Crohn's, like we have to take medication, and in an ideal world, it'd be lovely we wouldn't, because medication can dampen our immune systems, or anyone who takes medication, really, it can dampen people's immune systems. And it'd be lovely if there's an alternative way, because like, especially in a pandemic, an ongoing pandemic, it's really scary, isn't it? Like, knowing that if you're at risk anyway, and an ongoing pandemic, people dying over the world, lots of people, and some that don't have underlying conditions as well, which that's even more scarier. So it would be lovely if there was an alternative, or we could find an alternative than medication.
Right.
Yeah.
And even with mental health, medication is a last resort. I was in a training probably Thursday, and we were talking about that, how getting a referral for a psychiatrist for medication is a last resort. It's good to try talk therapy, finding a therapist or a counselor that you can talk to help gain techniques and skills and coping mechanisms that will help support and minimize those feelings of depression or anxiety. And, as John was saying, finding something that interests you, whether it's dance, whether it's gardening, whether it's drawing, and those are things talents that people have, hobbies that people have that help ground them. And, trying all that you can before you get that, before you decide to get medication. And of course, that comes with a doctor's referral or evaluation. So
yeah,
definitely. So John, tell the people what you have going on, what you have coming up, and how they can connect with you.
Yeah, I mean, well, you can always connect with me through social media, mainly Instagram. That's my baby right now. It used to be TikTok. I had over 500,000 people follow me on TikTok, and they took it away. Like, again, the haters, right? They report me for whatever reason. I mean, think about it, guys. Talk about mental illness, right? Here's a guy trying to make people smile, and he's getting hated on.
yeah.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, reach out to me. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube is another good one. Twitter, not so much, but I'm on Twitter. You can always send me an email at drury1150@gmail.com, drury1150@gmail.com. And always remember, if you want me to be at your next birthday party, wedding shower, I was invited to a wedding shower in Michigan. Can you believe that? A bunch of women and the dancing trucker. Wow.
Yeah.
You can book thedancingtrucker.com.
Yeah. Like John is a busy man. It'd be great for people to contact him and it's great to have you on the podcast, John, because I know you're busy dancing.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I do. Drive a truck, man. That's pretty literal, isn't it? The dancing trucker. What's he do? He drives a truck and he dances. That's it.
And he dances. That's right.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, and we're excited because the dancing trucker will be in Nashville, Tennessee in a few months.
Yes, yes. On the boat, guys.
Yeah,
that's right.
That would be fun.
Right.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Will Mason be there? Will Mason be there?
Yeah, I'll be there. I won't be on the boat. I won't be on the boat though. I'll be on virtually, like this.
Okay. So you'll be part. Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Cool.
Yeah. Just before we finish, Angela, is there anything else you want to say, just to finish up?
Well, I just want to say that one, I'm so glad that we had John Drury here with us. Viral sensation is so exciting, and it definitely is an awakening. We just wanted to take some time to highlight Mental Health Awakening for Mental Health Awareness Month. But the fact of the matter is that mental health conversations need to be normalized beyond a month. It needs to be normalized beyond a pandemic, beyond a challenge or a situation, and keep talking about it, keep making it present, keep bringing up the topics.
Yeah.
Amen.
Definitely.
I agree 110%. You're so right. So true.
Yeah. And John, is there any final things that you want to say to the people watching or watching this podcast?
Well, let me leave you with this, guys. Be yourself at all costs. If you're feeling depressed today, reach out and help someone else. Get out of yourself and live every day like it's your last. Truly, truly live every day like it's your last day on earth. And I love all you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, John. And just the last few things for me, just touching on what Angela said and what about awareness shouldn't be just in a month. It shouldn't be, but it's really good that we have these awareness months for mental health, because when we have these months, it's like that we try to raise we have a whole month to raise as much awareness as we can, as well as any day. Really, we can raise awareness when we want. But I just want to touch 100% agree, like John and Angela as well. So thank you both. It's been really nice talking to you two today.
Yeah,
Thank
nice.
you.
Thank you for your time, guys.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.